Is Demeco Ryans the favorite to be the next head coach of the Minnesota Vikings? One would think, especially with how he's come up victorious this postseason in head-to-head battles versus the other candidates for Minnesota. Against Kellen Moore and the Dallas Cowboys, Demeco Ryans' defense, 17 points allowed, 5 sacks, 1 pick, under 4 yards per carry, 254 passing yards allowed in 43 attempts. This past weekend versus Nathaniel Hackett with the Green Bay Packers, Ryans' defense, 10 points allowed, 5 sacks, 225 passing yards allowed, 3.4 yards per carry. Aaron Rodgers had no touchdown passes, which, if we want to defend the Packers here even just a little bit, I understand if you don't, because it was super hilarious what happened to them this past weekend. The 49ers were just a bad matchup. The way that San Francisco plays, tough, physical, running the football, defense, they're built for January football at Lambeau Field. Up next for Demeco Ryans, he's going up against Kevin O'Connell in L.A., and I understand Matt LaFleur, he calls the plays for Green Bay, and Sean McVay, he calls the plays for the L.A. Rams. But I'm sorry, Nathaniel Hackett, Kevin O'Connell, you're the offensive coordinator. That's your job title, right? So I would say out of the current pool of candidates for the Vikings head coaching vacancy, Demeco Ryans probably should be the favorite. What I will say to that is, okay, how much of it is Ryans coaching versus the talent that San Francisco has on defense? Nick Bosa, everyone thinks of him first. I get it, but Eric Armstead is a beast. DJ Jones is stout. Fred Warner at the second level. Jimmy Ward at safety, he stay making plays. Ryans has been super effective in San Francisco. How effective can he be in Minnesota with the major holes on this Vikings defense? Now, you do have to give credit to Demeco Ryans in this regard. Josh Norman played just 2 snaps on Saturday night. When he entered the game, I said to myself, oh, Aaron Rodgers, he's going to smack at him. Lined up against Devontae Adams too? Barbecue chicken. 100% of the time, and I'm just guesstimating here, but 100% of the time, a corner coming off the bench mid-game, your man's getting targeted. 9 out of 10 times, he's going to make that catch. It's just a lot of pressure for that corner where you're basically playing 1-on-2. You versus the quarterback and the receiver. Everybody else on the field, they're in the shadows. And I'd have to think that Demeco Ryans prepped up Josh Norman and said, yo, you know what time it is. Aaron Rodgers takes the snap, throws to Devontae Adams. Josh Norman has good body position, holds his own, incomplete. That's impressive. So perhaps Demeco Ryans is the next head coach of the Vikings, or hell, even Todd Bowles, who, according to NFL Network, is a top candidate for Minnesota, which, all right, I guess, but the more I think about it, the more I've come to understand everything we're hearing in real time about the Vikings head coaching search. None of it matters. Not until an announcement is made on whoever the new GM is going to be, where ideally he gets to choose the next head coach of the team. All these interviews you've been doing is cool and all, but Ryan Poles or Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, they shouldn't have to be forced to say, okay, choose one of these candidates that we interviewed before you even got the job. I wouldn't be shocked if after the GM is hired, whoever it is, I would not be shocked if we start seeing interviews with candidates outside of the current pool right now. Demeco Ryans could very well be the next head coach. I will say, though, to be continued.